All right, we're back for part 3 of this particular playthrough doing the vault building. We're doing some quest line here in the vault-tec workshop, the DLC. And we're going to go ahead and try the second option. I've not tried these other options. I just put it on the nice mode the first time I did it. Let's see. Customer profile. We'll see what that does. And again...
Some people complain, but not me. Just happy to be here.
All right. Let him get in his spot. Boom.
Did the machine just say degenerate?
There we go. Did it now.
The thing's broke. It keeps making these weird clicking noises.
Okay. Come on.
Time to check in with the slot machine. I can't wait.
My luck's gonna turn around. Are slot machines supposed to flash?
The boosts from the machines don't work. Just got 10,000 caps. Wow. Someone want to start the gambling? There you go.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. Is the slot machine supposed to flash? Every now and again, I swear it makes a strange noise and flashes.
You must be imagining things. A slot machine doesn't take pictures of people.
Your thoughts?
After all the experiments, what are your thoughts?
It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. The results were mixed. With my life's work done.
I'll see what happens when you say stay as the overseer.
Vault 88 needs you. And your guidance. We can't afford to lose our overseer.
A fine sentiment. But my duty is clear. I pass the mantle on to you.
Oh.
You.
Bummer. Bummer. I didn't. I should have ate or something beforehand. How are my perks or my specials? 7. Darn it. I want to convince her to stay there. All right. Load one more time. Load it one more time. Gonna head out for the night, says Ryan. Comments out dozing off. Good luck with the rest of the stream. All right, see you, Ryan. Take it easy, buddy. We're just gonna try this out one more time, and then we'll be ready to build at Spectacle Island. Though, wow, we are running over.
Never thought I'd be an honest-to-goodness vault dweller. Huh.
All right, let's see if this ticks her off. Oops. Slot machine, experiment, lost revenue. Now, that's the one I did last time. Go on, Clem.
I just want to trade a few things.
I don't, really. I don't. Stop it.
Why blue? I mean, would a yellow jumpsuit really be that bad? I just can't lose. I just can't lose.
Oh my gosh, she walks really, really slow. Come on, we ain't got all day.
You gotta try this, this slot machine. It's the best.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. That slot machine thingy is a hoot. Thanks a lot for letting me try it, Lady Overseer.
I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
She looks super glad. Your thoughts?
After all the experiments, what are your thoughts?
It's done. And it's an unmitigated disaster. Residents wasting time and valuable resources.
But this place is the best, Lady Overseer. Everyone says so.
You see, this is what you've done. Vault 88 was supposed to be magnificent. I cannot stand to be in this cheery purgatory you've concocted.
Ah, we've made a better vault. Don't leave.
Don't leave the vault. We need you.
After you've perverted everything I've planned for years, I take my leave of this wreckage you call a vault. I hope you get what you deserve, Overseer.
Oh, they give it to you anyway. I was wondering if they're going to give it to you. Oh, I want to see what happens when... I'm going to have to do it again. I want to see what happens when you convince her to stay. Notre Dame, hope you get partners soon. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, Notre Dame guy. Appreciate it.
Yes?
Appreciate it. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my nice things that people say. So yeah, we're doing this a bit over and over again here, everybody. I hope you don't mind because this is super fun. Super fun. All right. So I want to see if I can find a way to convince her here. Let's go ahead and put it as lost customer profiling, indentured servitude. Let's just go ahead and do that one. They're just like totally losing money left and right.
I wonder how high the vault numbers go.
I don't know. I guess the better you do on the experiments, maybe the easier it is to convince her to stay. All right. Now let me check my perks here. What do I got that I can boost my charisma? What do we got? Day Tripper. Give me 3 charisma.
Is this damn thing rigged?
Uh-oh. He's mad.
Hi.
Yeah, boss. What is it?
You're in the way, that's what it is. You're in the way, bro. Here she comes, taking her time. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna speed it up. She takes forever.
It's gonna turn around.
There we go. You don't want her to wait. Look at Deacon's running the thing. That's cool.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. Listen, I just need another try on that machine. My luck's about to turn around. I can feel it.
Yes, Clem. You find some more money. That slot machine will pay out soon.
Happy results.
I'm happy with how the machine turned out.
As am I. And barely a hit.
Hold on. Day Tripper.
It's with my own prototype. It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years.
Hold on. Check my perks. Check my specials. Charisma's 10.
Refining and planning. The results were mixed. But with my life's work done, I think I will deliver our schematics to other vaults to improve their lives.
Stays the Overseer.
Vault 88 needs you. And your guidance. We can't afford to lose our Overseer.
How touching. Sentiment shouldn't matter in this calculus, but somehow it does. I will stay. And together, we will make Vault 88 a beacon of hope. For the future.
Bam. All right, well, she's staying. Awesome. Produces happiness. So I wonder what she's going to do. Just stay around and be the overseer. Going back to bed is what she's doing. Yep, going back to bed. Cool animations. Now she's getting up. Back to bed. All right, well, we got her back as the overseer. That's the first time I've done that. Every single time she usually walks away with there. Let's go ahead and go in like another until the morning time. So there you go. You saw a whole bunch of different things. You know, I don't get how people with like 1K less followers and smaller stream of the Kismet are partnered, but Kiz hardworking self isn't. I don't know. I don't know, Monsterholic. They gotta think you're gonna do well, I guess, or they gotta like you, or they gotta, you know, say, hey, you're good to go. I have no idea. I have no idea. They have all these parameters that you're supposed to hit, like what your potential is and all that stuff. I actually made a video about it last, well, actually, I think time before, or a couple times before, of when I didn't get my partnership. They said you had to do all of these things, and I crushed all of those things, except for I had to have my numbers fairly higher. Because I was out, my machine died and all that stuff. My numbers were lower at that time. But basically based on how many people are in the stream all the time. So, of course, if you want to get somebody partnered, you got to hang out in the stream, leave the stream open, invite other people in. That's how it gets done.
My luck's gonna turn around.
All right. Let me see what she's doing. Sitting there at her overseer's desk.
So strange having people about.
I want to trade a few things.
Oh, she got a 10mm pistol.
So strange having people about.
I'm going to leave her as the overseer here. I think we're going to leave it like that. That's fine. Let's save it. That's fine. We're good. I think I already did save it, but we'll save it again. Bammo. Now, let's go ahead and look and see. We're going to need to go out to another settlement.
I was a morale officer. How am I doing, boss?
You're a morale officer. Whatever. All right, so we're going to leave our vault here to our people. And this vault is going to run itself. I don't need to deal with it. So, yeah, I've never had her stay before. Again, normally she leaves. But we'll leave her in the vault. She'll go ahead and provide happiness to my peeps. And I'm out of here. There we go. I didn't know that was an option. You know, I tried that a bunch of times before, and it didn't work. Didn't work. But I took that Monsterholic and put that in my nice things that people say. I don't know. I try very hard. They keep telling me to do this much and this much and this much, and I'm going to do it. I just keep going. You know, that's if you are interested in doing something in your life, you got to just keep going. Ninja Blue Eyes, hey, thanks for hanging out the stream. Appreciate you hanging out. Hope you're having a great night. I'm having a fun time. We just totally got a whole bunch of stuff. Where am I? I am right here hiding in Vault 88 right here, which is part of the vault-tec DLC. So as you can see, I've built out this giant vault here. Well, actually, it's not giant. This is a small vault in my style. Up there is my overseer's office. We've also got the other overseer down here in her office. We're doing some experiments. We're trying to finish up the quest line. So now we can build vaults anywhere we want. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take a vote, by the way. Let me go ahead and do another straw poll and see if you guys want me to continue on, because I can always finish this vault on the weekend. But let's go ahead and get you guys an opportunity to tell me what you want to do. What you want to do, and I'll just keep going, or we can switch over to some 7 Days to Die. Let's see. Let's get a straw poll up. And again. All right, here we go. Create poll. Bam. And we'll go ahead and copy that straw poll. And there you go, everybody. There you go. You can choose whether I'm going to continue on and we'll build a big giant vault at Spectacle Island. Or we can go ahead. Quizmaster! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Boom! Dropped it right in that cup. Let's show him some love over there. Now, again, you have the power. You have the power to vote. So go ahead and go for it.
Please, you do the talking. If I pick anything up, I'll let you know afterwards.
And let's go ahead now. Here's what else I'm going to do while I'm here. And I'm going to go ahead and travel back to Spectacle Island while we're waiting. But I'm literally going to grab every single thing out of this vault. I'm going to grab it all and take it with me. And me and Deacon going to head out of here. We're going to head out of here. Now, what I might do is I might send all of my companions that I'm not running with, that are at max affection. I might send them over here to Vault 88. And if I'm looking for them, I know where to get them. I know where to pick them up. Now, we're going to be massively overburdened. I know. What a surprise. What a surprise. Kismet overburdened? Well, how crazy is this? How crazy is that? There we go. And Ninja Blue Eyes also with dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and take a ride on a vertibird. Because, again, I am in the new survival mode, which is the hardest mode you can play in. It's about 10 to 100 times harder. And this is the new version of it, which is even harder than the older version. As well as I'm playing in the hardest way you can play, which is, of course, melee mode. Now, I don't use third-party mods. I don't cheat. I don't glitch. I don't do any of that stuff. You don't need to. You could be incredibly built up like me in the game just by following a lot of the tips that I do give out here in the stream.
Unless you want me to stick you on top of the railroad's Christmas tree. Let's go.
I'm going, bro. I'm going. There we go. Made it. Any bad guys? Don't see any more bad guys. Slow walking. Come on, let's go. Let's get going. And I think right about here is a good place to call in a vertibird. Vertibird. Where's my vertibird signal grenades? There they are. Bam! Let's see if it shows up. Carrying too much to run. Duh. Duh! Alright, so again, you have the power. Am I going to stay here in Fallout 4? We're going to play some more tonight. Now, I'm going to be going all night long. This is a mega stream. I'm not doing any day streams for right now. We're going to be streaming all night long in my normal thing. I actually used to stream on until about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But tonight we're going all the way because this week my kids are off doing stuff. Whoa! Somebody shot a rocket. See how quick that... Look at how often that place respawns. Follow, goal, hit, hype. There we go, crazy. He landing over there. Any day now, bro. See, it respawns like all the time, that place. Oh. We're going to take some of those guys out on the way back. All right. Taking a lot of pot shots at us. Now we're going to go back to Spectacle Island. Not too far away.
All systems go. We're clear for takeoff. Your weapon is locked and loaded.
Punks!
Good hunting.
Take some Gatling gun. If I wanted to, I'd come over there and I'd kill you all again. Now that place respawns a lot, and there's a church over there that respawns a lot. A lot of random respawns over there. Make sure not to miss any cars while we're at it. There's one! Can't get it. Can't get it. Murloc King! Get him! Whoa! Look out, Adam Cats! Look out, guys! Serious stuff blowing up over that way. We're heading out to Spectacle Island here. Now, we had a big base built here, and I had torn it down previously before we got to... Because I thought I'd got the vault-tec kit, but I forgot. You have to go through the entire storyline to unlock it. But we're going to build a giant vault here, if you guys are up for that. Now, again, hit that link there for the straw poll. Decide what we're going to do here in the stream. Whether we're going to go ahead and... turn my sound down just a little bit. Whether we're going to go ahead and continue playing some Fallout 4 or some 7 Days to Die. Let me know. Let me know. Hit that straw poll. I'll give you a few minutes here while we're clearing out all this loot I got on me.
What do you need, General?
All this loot.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Oh. Gonna get up here to one of our workbenches. There we go. All right. Whoa, I had 51,000 weight worth of stuff on me. That's a whole lot of stuff. That's a whole lot of stuff. That was a lot of materials there. All right, pipe pistols. Let's just put all this stuff in here. Let's just put all this stuff in here because we're gonna be spending some time eventually working on our mega build here. Let's just put it all in there. And eventually we'll have it all, sort all this stuff in the, whoop, that I want to keep on me. That's a specialty item there. All right. Reduces damage from ghouls by 15%. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get out of my power armor here. Get my fusion core. And then we're going to go ahead and transfer some more stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put all of our grenades in there too. We'll re-gear up before we go. If we go anywhere again... Whole bunch of Vault 88 jumpsuits. I wish you could change the number of the Vault suits. Wonder if you can. Hold on. I'm going to keep that on me. I'm going to go ahead and see if you can modify the... Wouldn't that be amazing? Like a hidden Easter egg? Don't tell me in the chat. I don't want to know. I don't think I've ever looked. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be an amazing Easter egg. You could do that. I never even thought of doing that. Let's go ahead and drop all the stuff in here so that it will sort all this stuff eventually. Like so. That is a whole lot of stuff. Oh, Ultra Jet. Okay. Miscellaneous, we'll keep that. Mods. Ammo. Getting way too much 10mm on me now. Put all these fusion cores in there. Tons of missiles. There we go. Okay, now we're not overburdened. Let's go see. Vault suit. Modify. Nope. Can't adjust that one. Can't adjust the number. That would be amazing if you adjust the number. Modify. Alright, what do we got? Shielded lining. Protective lining. Yeah, shielded lining against radiation and 27 and 30. 227 and 30. And what I got on right now is 20 and 25. And that's shielded lining. So 20, 25. But if I do this, this is going to be 27, 30, and 2. And then if I do vault suit, what's the vault suit? Yeah, 2025. So this actually is a much better thing, and I've reduced damage against ghouls. So you can actually rename it too. So this is going to be Z, Legend of Vault 88. There we go. And cancel. Let's go ahead and turn this into Y. There we go. And exit. And let's swap out my vault suit. Cool. I like to run around in the vault suit. That's just me. I don't know why, really. It's fun. It's fun. All right, again, let's, why has it got a capital Z? Capital Z, not good. Little Z, good. There we go. Now it dropped to the bottom of the list. That's what I wanted it to do. Like so. And then, what was the other thing I was going to do? Level up. Level up was the other thing I was going to do. Put some points into agility. How many more we need? Wow, we need a ton. At least one, 2, 3, 4. And then we can actually, on the 5th one, we can get it. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 into this. So we need 3 more, and that'll be by 61. I'm going to go really heavy into that line. So that was 61, 62, 63, and then 64. Okay, we got it. 64. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 64. Right now we're 61. So 61 is going to be agility. And we need how many more agility again? Let's see. 1, 2. So we need 2 more at 61. So we put it there at 60. 60 and 61 is what we just did. And then we need 2 more there. So that would be a total of 4. 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the 4th one. So we went 1, 2. Then this is going to be. It's going to be a total of 4. Oh, my math is bad. So total of 4. So 61 would be this. 62. 63. And then 64 is actually going to be Blitz. Blitz. And how many Blitz have? 2. So Blitz at 64 and Blitz at 65. Bam. There we go. So find the gap, and then if we hit Alt, it should tell us what it is. Even more for the distance and damage. All right. All right, we're looking good. So we got a whole bunch of that stuff going. Let's go ahead and save again. All right. Well, it looks like everybody has chosen Stay in Fallout. So what I'm going to do real quick is take a quick break to AFK for just a moment as I grab some more water, and I shall be right back. Meanwhile, you guys can take a beautiful... Wait, let's check, actually. Before I do that, let's check. Let's check and see if we now have the vault-tec building right here. Yes, we do. Can I put it down? Yes, I can. Oh, yeah. We're going to build something awesome. We're going to build something amazing. How many can I build? 515 of those. So I'm going to have plenty of resources. If we run out of resources, we can always go get some more. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and let you guys enjoy a bit of the background here. Let's save first. I already saved. I think I just did save. I'll save again just in case. Save again just in case. And let's go ahead and do this shot and turn around. Get you guys with a cool killer backdrop here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and stealth boy for just a minute. If you didn't know, I actually have a stealth boy. I'm going to go ahead and start up some music.
Nice view.
Oh. Going to start up some music. I'm going to stealth boy. Now, if you've never seen my stealth before, here we go, everybody. Going to do it here in just a second. Let me go ahead and charge up the batteries. Make sure my stealth boy is working. And here we go. All right, everybody, I am back. Just went for a quick run for some water, and let's do this. Turn off this stealth boy. Boom, I'm back. I'm back, party people. All right, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build a giant vault. And we're going to get started. Have to double tap on that save. Exactly. Sometimes I forget if I saved or not, like 2 seconds later. There we go. Stray Toaster says, hey, kids, is there a way to redo a quest? I'm taking Independence. I'm taking Independence at the castle, and the queen disappeared, so I can't finish. Oh, here's what you do, Stray Toasters. You leave, you go somewhere else, you save your game, you quit out, you reload, and then you walk back over there again, and she might reset. Because I've had that problem before, not at the castle, but at other quests. And I basically will go to somewhere else, I'll save there, or quit out of the game, I'll come back in, and it resets the positions of the mobs sometimes, and then you try to go in and do that. Otherwise, I would just back up in your playthrough. I would back up in previous saves and see if you can just run over there again, try it again, so she doesn't get messed up. That's what I do. That's what I do. Or I just run around every single place there and go in the water and around the back of it and all of that, see if you can get it to work. Because I had the same problem just a minute ago, or just a few minutes ago, where the overseer wasn't furthering the quest because the girl that should have been in the chair wasn't there. So what I did is I saved the game, I reloaded it, I tried different things, I left the vault, I turned around, I came back to the area again, which then, of course, reset all of the NPCs, and then she was able to be part of the quest. So I would definitely give that a try. Give that a try big time. Big time. Again, it seems like my exposure is messed up again. It's right there in between. It's like either I'm too low or too high. Yeah, see, it cranks up my wipeout. Stop that. Stop it. I'm so picky. Sorry, I gotta have it just so. Hold on, everybody. I gotta have it just so. It always resets my parameters every time. Every time I get in the stream. All right, I think that's better. That's better. All right, let's go ahead and look at full size here. Let's go back over here. Oh, thank you so much, Obi-Wan, Obi-Fat Kenobi. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Let's show him some love over there in the chat. Yeah, you know what I should do? I should take a screenshot. Screenshot of those parameters, because that's getting annoying and that keeps getting changed. All right, and let's do that real quick. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to get going here in just a second with this playthrough. Let's close that. Nope. Save. Boom. All right, there we go. Now my lighting seems to be way better. All right. I don't know. It sets back to default every time I launch OBS. Boom. Back to Fallout. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's get it going on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build something massive. Now, this is what I call mega building. Now, I've been collecting a massive amount of resources all of this time for this moment. And that's where I build something gigantic. Now, there's super building, which is one step down. And then one step down from that is basic building. Now, basic building, what I suggest to do, throw a bunch of sleeping bags down when you first start the game. You know why? Because you don't have a lot of resources. And later on, as you're going through your settlements, don't embellish them, especially in survival mode. Now, in normal mode, you can just jump back and forth all over the place, which is pretty easy for me to do now. I can't really play in normal mode anymore. But you can go ahead and just throw down some of these. All right, so throw down some sleeping bags. And if you have enough resources, just go in and throw down enough of these things right here, these water pumps, so that it equals about 20 plus, right? 21 plus. And then this right here, you go ahead and get your food. I would, if you have enough mute fruit, I would use mute fruit because it's the easiest. It's the least amount you have to put there. and just put about 4 sets of 6, which is 24 food, right? And as people show up at your settlement, because you only got like 2 or 3 people at that settlement when you start anyway, so it's going to take a while before they show up. And then what you do is you put the radio beacon, they'll start to show up, and then when they show up, boom, they'll go straight to food, right? So you've got your sleeping bags, you've got your food, and then of course you've got your water. Now when you get to the stage I'm at, much later, you'll start to super build. Now super build, of course, is where they're going to start making you money. Start putting water purifiers down like that. I got a whole bunch. I got a whole lot of them. And they will basically give a whole lot of purified water. You make tons and tons of cash. Literally tens of thousands of bottle caps and eventually hundreds of thousands of bottle caps by doing that. By building out a giant purified water. Look at that. It goes and goes and goes. Still going. Still going way around the whole island. And then what I do is I start small, a little bit of purified water, and then I build, and I use that purified water, sell it to the vendor, get more resources, etc. And it just kind of snowballs in that effect. So basically what we're going to do is build a giant vault that is going to hold all of my people. Now the first thing we need to figure out is how high up we can actually build stuff. Now, I'm going to be using these kind of vault-tec supports because I want to put it up really, really high this time. Make it a super high tower. So what we're going to do is just kind of experiment first before we get too crazy with some supports. So we're going to go ahead and start the supports down here because we're going to try to aim it in this direction over here. So I'm just going to start it, say, right here. That's some concrete steps. We'll get rid of those. Start it right there. Now, the cool thing about these supports is, look at this. They actually snap on top of each other. SN Wolf, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Show them some love in the chat. Kismet, how to refresh your screen so you can post the poll link again. Hey, Kez, is there a way to redo a quest? I answered that question. Thank you. Much love. Much love, Dutch. Sleep well. Night, Dutch. Take it easy, buddy. Trey Toasters, I answered your question. Welcome back, Kismet. Thank you, thank you. I do not AFK for long. I got me a nice cold water. I don't like warm water. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys like warm water? Let me know in the chat. Or warm milk. I can't drink it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I like it to be ice cold. Ice cold. Bam. It's like me in PvP. Ice cold. Just finished the Automatron main story. Cool, Suzuki. Pretty cool. That is a fun ending of that particular main storyline of that one. I'm not going to give it away, but there you go. Mixie says, when you get a chance, could you tell your graphic design life story? I got a friend along for the first time. I'd like to show her some positivity. Well, okay, Mixie, no problem. Well, thanks for welcome to the stream. Again, my name is Kismet. Now, I started off a long time ago in graphic design at the age of 8. I discovered this thing called the printing press. Right? I saw it, and I went, wow, what the heck is that thing? How do I be part of that, right? So I learned a bit about what graphic design is, and I was pursuing it when I was young and for quite a long time. Went in college, learned it there, of course, pursued a lot of artistic things and architecture as well, and did a whole bunch of extra classes and stuff. That thing called ROP, where you could do a whole bunch of extra classes like an AutoCAD and other programs like that. And I learned the traditional way of doing graphic design, which is called paste up, where you can do kind of mix film together and you can cut out boxes and put photos in there and do all sorts of stuff. Also operating the camera, which you shoot like negatives and so forth on the camera so you can cut it together. And learned it the traditional way, and of course learned stenciling and all of that stuff and took some drawing classes. Now, I'm not a traditional artist in that way. I did not spend a lot of time learning to hand draw. My wife is an incredible artist in that way. She learned that style of graphic design. She learned the traditional style of graphic design. Now, right about the same time that I got interested in graphic design, this new thing came out called the computer. And I was lucky enough to have one of those computers as a kid. My parents had one, an Apple II back in the day. They had one, and I learned all about computers way before anybody else even knew what a computer was. Right? We had one of the first ones in the area. So I learned both about computers and that, and then, of course, I got very fascinated with computers and with graphic design. And I was literally like 10, 15 years ahead of everybody else. So at some point, right about right about 25 years ago, basically they started transitioning from traditional style paste up to using computers. Now, those computers in those days were wimpy. They were nothing compared to the computers that they had. Now, they had $1 million computers. That's right. A computer that cost $1 million that basically does what Photoshop does today. Right? But that was like 25 years ago. I mean, it's only within the last 10, 20 years can you do the stuff that they could do, 20 years or 30 years ago from those big giant systems. They're called Chromocoms back in the day. So basically what I did is I was lucky enough because I went into that job. I wanted to get a graphic design job there. And I went into that job and I said, I'm the one you need to hire. I'll show up. I'll be on time. I'll do my very best to do this. And I already know about computers and I already know about graphic design. And I'm studying graphic design in college right now. And I'm the right person for this job. Now, a whole bunch of other people went in for that job too, right? I was up against a whole bunch of other peeps. But that Monday, because I had gone in earlier the week, on that Monday I called in and I said, hey, am I good to come in for this job? Has anybody else, the job been filled? And he's like, you know what? Out of all the people that I interviewed, you're the only one who called me back. Just me. Now, I'm just a 20-year-old know-nothing kid at the time, by the way, really in the world. And he said, you know what? Come on in. And then I got that job and I literally was making bank. I was making bank because I just loved it. I live for graphic design every moment of every day. And if you love to do something and you wake up in the morning, and this is to everybody, not just people who want to be graphic designers, but if you wake up in the morning and you say, you know what, I'd love to be a graphic designer. I'd love to be an artist, a painter. I'd love to be a writer, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is, then that's probably what you should be because that's where your passion lies. That's where oh, that gives me goosebumps. See, goosebumps. That is where your true passion lies, and that will sustain you through the tough times. Through the tough times of studying and learning and doing all of that stuff and, kind of cutting your teeth or being the noob at what you're doing, right? And you're learning and you might make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes in life. Everybody makes them. Everybody who's ever lived has made mistakes. Everybody who is going to live makes mistakes. Everybody who is living right now makes mistakes. Nobody is infallible. And basically, that's why the computer sometimes breaks up too, right? Or has issues. Because, it's made by imperfect beings. We are imperfect beings, and we should relish in that because that's how we learn. That's how we learn, by making mistakes. You're going to see me make lots of mistakes here on the stream, for sure. But I give myself the freedom to make mistakes, and so should you. So every morning, if that's your passion, you should let nobody stop you. Nobody could stop me in what I was doing. And I was young and a bit arrogant too, because I was like, I'm the stuff, right? Because now I'm making tons of money. I am doing what I love to do. And I was a bit arrogant in there, but of course, nothing like a good woman to kind of get you out of that, right? I've been with my wife 25 years as well. So if you enjoy graphic design and you have some people that say, oh, that's impossible or you can't do it, you know what you do? Knock that negativity off of there. It's not your job to carry other people's negativity around. Don't take it and put it in some sort of negativity backpack. People saying you can't do that and you can't do that. You know what? Throw that off. Don't carry other people's negativity around. You can do it. If you have a passion for it, you got to go out and do it. Now, in my stream, though, I tell you the honest truth. All this stuff you see on TV, people selling you stuff, exercise equipment, and they tell you this is really easy and you could do this and all you have to do is this one thing and that's it. That's not real life. Real life, things are hard. Life is a tough, hard thing. And you've got to do what you love to do. You've got to go out there and not let nothing stop you. And if somebody says it's impossible, it's only impossible for them because they've made it impossible for themselves. You make it possible, and it will happen. It will definitely happen. But, you might have to take that dishwashing job. You might have to take that greeting job at Walmart or stocking job, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a janitor or being whatever to survive and pay for your kids and get to that next stage that you want to be. Be the best dishwasher there ever was and learn everything about that business you can because those skills will help you in the next level, the next job that you get, and the next one, and the next one, until you're right here, until you're right there, that goal that you've set for yourself. And it may take months, years, however long it's going to take, but you'll get there if you have enough passion, if you don't give up, if you go for it. And I've had an incredible career. Again, been a graphic designer for 25 years. I've done billboards, posters, magazines. I've worked with some of the top companies in the world. I've done like CD labels. I've met a lot of CD artists and whatnot. I got to work for Capitol Records and Motown and Disney and all sorts of amazing, amazing companies because I have a passion for it. And whatever I have a passion for, I am like a steam train. I will just... If anybody gets in my way, if anybody says, hey, Kismet, you suck, whatever, I'm like, whatever, bro. Look out, I'm coming through. Wham! And people underestimate me, and I think that's their flaw. For me, I never give up. I am relentless. I will keep going. Like, I've been denied partnership a bunch of times here on Twitch. Am I going to say, oh, well, I might as well give up? Nope. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going every single night. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to make my stream the best stream ever. This is going to be it. You're in it right now. You're watching my best stream I've ever done right now. So thank you so much for coming into the stream. Hopefully I provided you with a little bit of positive motivation. Again, if you love it, if you got a passion for it, go for it. Go for it. Now, of course, they're your life choices. They're all up to you. It's all on you. Don't go back and blame me. Life is a tough thing, but you can get there. You just got to keep an eye on that, on what that goal is. And I worked very hard to get there, and I worked very hard to stay there, despite all sorts of ups and downs in life, medical problems, whatever it is. I keep going. I keep going. And my options, just a little bit more inspiration. A couple of years ago, and a lot of people on the stream already know this, a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea and really bad vertigo. Now, my basic day contained laying in the bed. That was it. And I spent my entire retirement, all that money I talk about I made, I put it away. Some of it away. I spent a whole lot of it when I was young. I mean, a massive amount of it. But going to the river and staying in 5-star hotels and all sorts of silly stuff you do when you're young. Basically, if you have that passion for it, you've got to go out and do it. And I had bad medical issues. And then I was waiting for the doctors to solve my problem, right? To fix the vertigo. They're going to give me some magic pill. They're going to have me do this magic exercise, which I've done. I went and did exercises. I used the CPAP machine. I had a special thing made that I use for breathing. I had a thing it's kind of like an Invisalign. You put it in your mouth and it helps your jaw so you can breathe at nighttime. I had that done. It was like $1,000 out of my pocket to buy that thing. And I went to all these doctors, 11 doctors. I did C scans and I did CAT scans. They put me in this CAT scan thing. Guess what? The power went out while I was in the CAT scan thing. I was like, I'm in my happy place. I'm in Hawaii. I'm sitting in the thing while I'm trapped in this machine while they were waiting for the power to come back on. I'm telling you, I've been through it all. And at some point, my doctor, my real doctor, all those other doctors were useless. My real doctor said, Kismet, you know what? This might be permanent. You might have to deal with this for the whole rest of your life. So this is your new normal, right? And that's what I thought in my head. This is my new normal. I'm going to be dizzy. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to have to find ways of sleeping better and helping my sleep rotation and helping my dizziness to manage it from getting place to place. Like what I'll do is I'll look at a doorknob and I will just stare at it while I'm walking, and then I don't see so much peripheral. Whoa. Just doing that is not good. I don't see so much peripheral stuff, right? And then I'm just not as dizzy. It helps me manage it, right? And then I close my eyes, breathe through my nose. That does help with my dizziness as well. And what I did is I went out and I changed my diet. I lost my weight, 40 pounds. I stopped drinking soda. I started eating grapes and strawberries, and I still do. I had some grapes the other day. And I just started drinking water and orange juice. Water and orange juice instead. Now, is it easy? No, because every single second you want that soda, and every single second you want that hamburger, and you want that chocolate, and you want all, I'm like terribly addicted to chocolate, and what I call cherry Nuka-Cola, which is very, very addicting as well. So a little inspiration here in the thing. So what I decided was, you know what? I'm a great problem solver. I'm like the best problem solver ever, right? And I'm going to solve this problem. How can I solve this problem of my dizziness and vertigo? And I had to learn to live with it. And I still, this moment, right now, still dizzy. Still dizzy. Still incredibly tired because I only, in a week, I get 10 hours of sleep. In a week. So that's all I get. And if I sleep 8 hours in a night, I only get about a half hour or so in actual sleep because I'm always kind of sleeping and waking up and sleeping and waking up, right? So I just got to man it up. And I said to myself, I am not going to lay down and I'm not going to die in this bed. Because that's how my father went. That's how my wife's grandmother went. Eventually ended up in this bed for years, and then they passed away because they couldn't get out of the bed after a while because you're just, you atrophy. You can't get out of there. Some of you have relatives or whatever it is. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I said, you know what? I'm not in my 80s and 90s. I shouldn't be at that stage. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to get out of this bed, and I'm going to do whatever it takes and learn whatever it takes to make it happen. And I said, screw all those doctors. I'm going to make it happen. And I did make it happen. I'm right here. Here I am. I'm not dead. Don't have any money because I spent all my money on surviving, but I'm alive, and I can sit, and I can actually now, in the beginning, I only sit for about 30 minutes in stream. And then it became an hour, and then 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, etc., etc. And now 8.5 hours. And I've mega streamed all week long. I can mow my lawn again, which I couldn't do before. I would be so dizzy and I would be so tired after just doing a couple rows that I'd have to take a break. And then I would do a couple more rows. And then I would take a break. Because I'm just resilient. I'm just like so focused on improving it. And that mowing the lawn was more than just mowing the lawn for me. It was feeling like I was progressing back to being myself, right? Sorry if I'm going on a long time here with some IRL chat, guys. But I think that's what a bit about my stream is all about. Telling my story, and hopefully it inspires you guys as well. Now, this is the person who I am. I do not play a character here on the stream. This is who Kismet is. If you see me at TwitchCon, this is the person you will meet, right? I don't play characters. I don't do other things. I don't BS people. I don't say, oh, well, it's easy. You just go and you lose weight. Just like go to the gym and it magically happens. No, it's hard work. And you have to convince yourself every day going to the gym. Today, I'm not going to have a soda today. Or maybe I'm just going to have a smaller soda, right? Or not have 4 pieces of pizza and only 1 piece of pizza, right? That's what you got to do. And it's not easy. Takes time and effort, but man, the rewards are awesome. The rewards are, today I went and mowed the rest of the lawn, right? I mowed the whole lawn, the back, the side, and the front yard. Then I got the air blower out, and I blew out the whole entire lawn as well, which I couldn't do before, which I couldn't do just a few years ago, right? I couldn't stay here and be talking to you guys on the stream a few years ago this long. Red Zen, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. I hope you like a little bit of IRL talk here. We're going to get back to building this vault. We're going to build a giant mega vault. But I think it's very vital in my stream to say the truth and just talk to you guys straight. I am past the age where I need to BS people anymore. I don't need to BS people. I don't need to tell them it's easy. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just telling you from my point of view. Now, again, it's your life. It's your choices. Make them good ones. Do a positive effect on whatever you want to do. But it is possible. It is possible, and I've seen that example many, many times, not only in my life, but in other people's life that I know as well. So there you go. There you go. Risen, the IRL talk is why I chose to follow you. Substance is awesome. Exactly. Exactly. I have actually taken professional speech making. I've what's called a Toastmaster, which we had the #1 club in the world. That's right, #1 club. I've talked in front of thousands of people before, 10,000 people. I've done speaking before, and you might go, Kismet, don't you get afraid to do that? Oh yeah, every time. Every time, you still get the butterflies every time, but you can just go out and do it anyway. You do it anyway, even if you're afraid, even if you're not good at it. Like when I tell my kids, we go to the father-daughter dance, right? I have 3 daughters, by the way. My oldest daughter is 12, and I have twins who are 9, right? And I go to the father-daughter dance. Another real-life thing. One more real-life story. We go to the father-daughter dance, and some of you have already heard me talk this story on saying. But the thing that really gets me is when the fathers do not dance with their kids because they don't dance, right? They don't dance, or they don't know how to dance, whatever. I am a terrible dancer. I am the worst. Right? Well, among the worst, right? But I understand what it's about. It is not about your ability to be the best dancer. It is literally just spending time with your kids. And I say, I'm a terrible dancer, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? And that's what I do to inspire my kids. I say, even if you're bad at something, go and try to do it anyway, because you're never going to get any better at it if you don't, right? My kids like ride unicycle, which I can't even do. They ride that around like it was nothing. They're all over that, which is pretty cool. They also play piano, violin. They also do a lot of other art stuff as well. And I like to expose them a whole bunch of other stuff so they can learn music, and they can learn art, and they can learn all of these other things in life as well. Get a real passion for math. Math is like the great universal language. So all my girls, I teach them a lot of math. And then they're learning math that is beyond me now. Beyond me. They will get to a point where they know way more than me, right? So, again, I hope you enjoy that IRL. Again, if you meet me at TwitchCon, this is who I am. I don't try to be anybody else. I enjoy who I am. It's taken me this long to like who I am and stop being such an arrogant bastard when I was young. And there we go. That is a bit of IRL talk here in the stream. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, again, the whole point of this is to see how high up we can build our vault. Now, last time I built it pretty low, and I had a couple stories, and I built it right over the top of this right here, which is the workbench here in Spectacle Island. Now, I don't like to build at nighttime because I've been talking so much that it's gotten to be night now. Hey, Preston, get out of my bed. Preston. Darn Preston. Got in my bed. Darn Preston. That's okay. I can make some more. I can make some more. Dragon Craze, thank you so much for those. Appreciate it big time. So hopefully that did inspire you. Go Kismet says Notre Dame guy. Zulov says, hey kids chat. Showed up to lurk. Not sure how much longer you're going to be on live since you've been here for nearly 6 hours. I always enjoy whatever minutes I can catch to hear the show. Zulov, you've come in at the right time. This is a mega stream. That's right, a mega stream. I'm going to be going all night long until about 7 o'clock in the morning. That's right, 8.5 hours. I've done 8.5 hours, I think, since Monday, right? Mods, let me know. I can't remember. I can't remember which day I started doing the mega streams. I think it was Monday. We did 8.5 hours. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and do 8.5 hours on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, and of course now it's Thursday, and this is like a miracle because when you how's the best way to say this? I'm gonna get emotional here. I got emotional there for a second. Hold on. I gotta keep it in check. I don't want to cry too much on stream. But when I get older, you know, when you get older, you're a lot more emotional than you were when you're younger. I just to let you know. And I don't care about that much. If I start to cry or whatever, I'll just cry on stream. Oh well. Oh well. But when you don't have the ability to do something, you appreciate it more. Like I lost the ability to do something that I used to do when I was young. That was my job as a child, by the way, is to mow the lawn since I was like 5 years old. That's right, little 5-year-old out there pushing the lawnmower, right? That was what I was doing. And then I thought, you know what? That would be a great goal because we used to have people do the lawn for us. That would be a great goal is to go out there and see if I could mow the lawn. Just to do something simple in your life. Now, again, some of you are like, well, I can do that. It's no problem. That's easy. But when you're dizzy and you feel like you're going to fall down all the time, it's not easy. When you haven't slept properly in a long time and the whole world is just spinning while you're trying to do these things, it is incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. And physically, you can't even stand there long enough to do that. But over time, you know, when you don't have it, that's when you really want that. You want that back. You want that ability to go and do stuff. You don't want to lay down and die. Because I had two options. Solve it myself or lay down and die. And I chose that other one. Solve it myself. Go out and do it. And again, 8.5 hours now. 8.5 hours. And those were without breaks. So I was trying to push myself to see it. Now, after the stream or about right this time of the stream, am I getting really dizzy? Yes. Am I getting fairly tired? Yes. But again, you got to see where those limits are and keep trying to push them back, right? Keep pushing back those limits just a little bit each time. Now, if it starts to endanger your health, well, look out. Look out. Now, if I get super dizzy where I cannot continue, I will let you know, and I'll say, sorry, everybody, I've got to go, right? But right now, pretty good. And I'm actually a little bit more dizzy because I was doing that thing right there. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. How did Kismet die? I died because I took on a Deathclaw with no power armor. I ran in there, and I forgot to use my power armor, and I was trying to kill a Deathclaw. And the Deathclaw came in, said, later, Kismet, and killed me in one shot. Thus is survival mode. There we go. Monsterholic showing some love to everybody hitting that follow button. Googler saying, you rock, Kismet. Love watching your streams. Thank you, Googler. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, again, my big goal right now is to do what I love to do. Now, whether Twitch gives me that partnership or not, I'm going to continue to do it. I'm a Twitch affiliate, which is great. I'm also partnered with Twitch Union, or not Twitch. It's Curse Union for Gamers, which actually is bought by Twitch. Curse Union for Gamers, I also partnered with them on YouTube. And I hope to continue on. I hope to do this, which is what I love to do. Now, again, I did graphic design 25 years. I conquered it. I crushed it. I did all of that. Now, I can't do that because in graphic design, you have to be very on top of your ball. You got to do follow-up, 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 follow-up. And I don't want to do it if I can't do it at the level that is great. I like to be great at stuff, right? I like to push the boundaries, try to do something different than everybody else. I try to push the edges of what can be done, right? Everybody else is doing down here. Boom, I want to be up here and above, right? I want to push it. That's why you see all the graphics and animations and sound and 6 channels of audio running right now and all those kind of 3D animations that I can pop up. Like that right there. I made that 3D animation. All of that. Pretty cool, huh? Little kids cats flying around. Very cool. So I try to push it to a whole nother level. So whether they partner with me or not, I'm going to do what I love to do every single day, and I suggest you go do so too. But again, your life, your choices. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Thank you for the preach, kids. Yes. You're welcome, Mixie. Hopefully it inspires. There's no way to cry on stream. That's what I love about you kids. You don't care what no one thinks, and you do what you do while still keeping proper. That's right. You don't have to be a jerk in life. I've been a jerk. I tell you, I have been. Back when I was young, I was like, I'm the stuff, right? I'm the stuff. All these other people, they don't know what they're talking about because I know it all, right? Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. A-Hole. And my friends are like, man, you'd be a great guy, Kismet, if you weren't such an a-hole. Which is funny to think about now. But again, a good woman will change it, guys. Get a good woman. Get a good woman. Treat her right. Do right by the ladies, right? Don't treat her like an object. Don't treat her like a thing. She's got feelings. She's got emotions. She got ideas that you should listen to, right? Put her as number one. Put your spouse always as number one. It's worked for me. 25 years together. I love my wife. There is my wife, and then there's everybody else in the world. I don't care about anybody else more than her. Understand? All right. Good. Good. Treat the ladies right. All right. Let's keep going. I made you conquer vault, and I have it. I made you conquer vault, and I have it. I don't know what that means. Give them wings, and there they are. Death claws are the devil. Notre Dame guy from what is that? Happy Gilmore? Was it Happy? What is it? Happy Gilmore? No, the Water Boy. The Water Boy. That's the devil. I'm going to sleep, Lord. All right. Good night, Raz. You take it easy. Take it easy. Sorry, I was talking a lot of IRL, but I do that occasionally here on the stream. And I have actually cried on the stream before. I have lost my machine before. And thanks to my supporters, and again, that's going to get me emotional just thinking about that again. But there you go. Black Ops Barbie says, I stopped drinking soda too. Now, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to say, I have stopped doing it forever, right? I'm going to give it up, right? I find that if you say, I'm never going to eat this thing again, or I'm going to give this thing up, I know for me, that's the first thing I'm going to want, right? The first thing I'm going to crave all the time, and I'm going to get weak, and I'm going to want to have some, right? So I never give anything up. If I want some soda, I can go have it right now. I give myself the freedom to go have it. But do I want those 10 pounds back? Absolutely not. So when I'm looking at soda, my wife's drinking some root beer, or my kids are drinking some soda, which we limit a whole lot for them. I'm like, you know, I might want some of that soda. And I'm like, no, I don't want that 10 pounds back. No thanks. No thanks. I'll be fine. Got some water. Got some water right here. With a cap on it, by the way. Twitch fails. Come on, everybody. Now, everybody watching my stream right now, I have 120 people in my stream right now, or 120 plus here in the stream. Please put a cap. If you're a streamer, put a cap on your drink, or even better. Even better. I got a better idea for you. Hold on. Let me go right over here. Should be back there somewhere. Hold on. Let me stealth boy for just a second. I'll be right back. Here we go. Bet you didn't know I had a stealth boy, did you? Watch this. Whew. All right. Turn that stealth boy back off again. Boom. Boom. I'm back. All right. So here, do yourself a favor. Now, I've watched so much Twitch fails, you can't believe it. I love that. I've watched every single one of those. It's like TMZ for Twitch. It's like what not to do as a streamer. Don't grab your mouse in a fit of anger and then throw it down, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to break. And if you don't have a cup, here, you can buy one here. Just go get some swag. You can actually buy a Kismet cup, or just go buy a cup at a local store. You don't have to buy mine, but hey, if you want to, go for it. But look, get one with a lid thing on it. Get a thing with a lid thing on it. Please do not spill it in your keyboard. Do not put your machine on the floor, because that's exactly where that water is going to spill into the actual computer. I've actually seen that on Twitch fails before. People spill their stuff into the water. I keep the cap on. I do not keep open containers anywhere near my electronics. Please, please, public service announcement from Kismet, how to avoid a Twitch fail. Now, when you get it open like this, drink it. Immediately put the cap back on. Now, you might be going, Kismet, that is so obvious, bro. What? Pff, everybody knows that, right? Go check out that Twitch fails, bro. The people just don't learn. I mean, you'd think just watching Twitch fails, people would learn not to have open containers by their computer. So there you go. If you've enjoyed that public service announcement, throw that one in the chat. Throw the one in the chat. All right, we're going to forward time here to get to the daytime, because I like to build during the daytime so you guys can see what I'm doing. So let's forward that up there. Oh, did you conquer the vault game? I'm still trying to figure it out. Oh, you're talking about Fallout Shelter. Now I get it. There we go. There we go. But your kids. Yes, my kids are awesome. My kids are awesome. But what if you only have a can? Go to the store and buy a $2 cup. Or support the stream. Buy yourself a kit. I love this cup, by the way. It came out fantastic. Look at that logo on there. Beautiful. And it's my favorite colors. Red with black. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I use that cup and I make juice and stuff like that. Juicing, by the way, fantastic way to lose some weight. Lost about 20 pounds doing juicing and going to the gym. Pretty awesome. And then I lost 10 pounds by reducing chocolate and candy and all of that bad stuff by substituting it. I bought a bunch of M&Ms, ate those M&Ms, put then strawberries and grapes in there, ate those instead. Your brain is like weird. It's weird in that way. It'll just, oh, okay, that's good. I'm good with that. Buy some fruit that you really like, because fruit's sweet, but it's way better for you than eating, 10 pounds of chocolate. 10 pounds of sugar is actually what you're eating. Okay, we already did that. And again, we're going to go over here. We're going to do this. Now, let's go ahead and get into the... of course, I got to have food and water or something. Hold on. Got to do some food and water here for a second. It's always something. Let's get properly prepped before we get into it too deep. Right here. Have some water. Now, in survival mode, you're constantly doing this. Dealing with your food, dealing with your water, conditions that you have on you, being overburdened, all of that stuff, you're constantly dealing with it. Oh, lots of ones in there. Lots of ones. I'm still going to drink coffee from a mug by my computer. It's up to you, Zulov. It's up to you, bro. But Twitch fails. Twitch fails in your future. You know what's going to happen? Your pet's going to come in. You're going to be holding your cup. The cat's going to come in. Boom! Knock it. It's going to go flying. Dog come in. Boom! Be like a big bada boom. Like this.
Big bada boom.
They'd be like that. Boom! Your coffee go flying. There we go. So yeah, I've watched a lot of those Twitch fails, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and you're thinking, wow, they really didn't think of that. They really didn't think of, like, put a cap on their container, right? Or they'll open a bottle. I saw one girl in the latest one where she had, like, some bottle of something. It looked like cream or something, and she picked it up, and she was talking to the stream, and she shaked it, and it flew everywhere. It flew everywhere, and she didn't bother to look that it didn't have the cap on it. So I always put the cap back on. That's like a how not to fail. You watch it to find out how not to be a Twitch fail. But even though I watched the thing, I'll do some Twitch fails for sure. Like the other day, I was doing I had my whole stream set up, and I was launching the stream, and right at the very beginning, my blue screen and my camera got all messed up. Wasn't anything that I did. I changed nothing. I changed nothing, and it worked before the stream, and I tested it. It was great. But the second I hit the start button, and then switched my layout, boom, I was all of a sudden, my blue screen was all jacked up. It was totally messed up. So you can actually see that on my YouTube channel, by the way, youtube.com, Kismet BP. It's called Ghost Kismet. Go check it out. Go check it out. All right. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Did I put the stove here? Yeah. All right, let's cook some food. Big bloat fly, some meat, not do squirrel bits. Can we do some, oh, not vegetable starch, some soup. Squirrel stew! There we go. Cancel, roast. I'm just going to go through and roast all the stuff that we can roast. Wow, a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff there. Now, am I cooking this stuff for a specific reason? Nope. Nope. I just cook it so it'll be food, and I will then use the food to eat. Wow, look at all that rad scorpion meat. Holy moly. Man, we've been getting lots and lots of meat around here. There we go. All right. And let's go ahead and eat some of that food. We're going to just eat baked bloatfly. Got to eat what you got to eat, right? Death claw steak. There we go. Properly fed. And now I'm, of course, massively overburdened. With all that food. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Holy moly. Look at all those stem packs. Way too many stem packs. There we go. Okay. Now we're not overburdened. Now we've got to use an antibiotic. Get rid of our thing. And where'd the water go? Run around in circles looking for the water. Over here. Man, I got a lot of beds just laying around everywhere. Go and drink the water. Like so. Get properly hydrated. There we go. And then save. Okay. We got rid of all of our conditions. We're ready to work. And we save. So let's go to it. Let's build ourselves a mega vault. Here we go, everybody. Now, the first thing you want to do, we're going to get down there. You guys have been waiting patiently. You're like, Kismet, bro, I've been waiting for you to build this vault. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So let's go ahead and first start with some kind of a scaffolding, right? Start with some scaffolding. Now, I don't worry about the under part of a build in the beginning. Because, you know what? You're going to be changing it a whole lot along the way. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of stairs. Like this. Now, if you want to check the height of a location, what you do is you simply go in and you make a whole bunch of these wood stairs because they take barely anything. Look at that, 14K wood. Look at that. Wow. 14K wood already. And look at this. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Up, and there it is. There it is. The maximum height of this location. Right there. That's how you tell. What happens is the actual stairwell becomes red at that location. Whoa, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Felt like I was going to fall there. The stairwell will become red, right? Like when I try to put it up here at the top, it'll be red right there. Okay? Now you also need to think about, hey, I'm going to make a roof. I'm going to put stuff on top of that place. So if you're going to make a roof and put stuff on top of it, you also need to kind of step down your levels as well. So, if we go in and we look at this, we'll say, okay, this will be where the roof is, and then I can put stuff on top of the roof, all right? So, this is the roof. Now, below the roof, of course, this level down below here is where you can build your office and all sorts of cool stuff, which is what I will do. I'll build a giant overseer's office there as well. And then below that, what do I want to put there? Well, maybe that'll be the living quarters, or maybe my mega sorter will be there. And then below that. Now, just so you know, right at this very moment, I can see the whole thing in my head. I can see the whole thing in full color in my head right now. That's the advantage of being an artist and being a graphic designer all of this time. I have an idea of what I want. Now, is it exactly what I want? Probably not. I'll probably fool around with a few things to get an idea of what I really want and then go from there, right? But I will definitely build it out in such a way that's going to be super, super fun. All right? So we've got a kind of an idea of the height level, right? So we'll also go in and we'll utilize our vault stuff here. And I want to go ahead and use these things here, these supports, which is super cool because they stack on each other. I wish the other blocks would do this, right? It's obviously possible to make them do that. But why did they make it do it for all the other blocks? I don't know. I don't know, everybody. Don't blame me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Now, do I want that to be the center part of my vault? I don't know. Kind of. Kind of, or maybe on top of that hill over there. Because I've built it over here a whole bunch of times. And I don't like to do the same thing over and over again, right? I don't like to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different. I'm going to actually make a kind of tunnel for it to run all the stuff from here and run it all the way over there and then run it up and then run it to the sorter. So it's going to be super fun to do that. But first thing we need to do, of course, is basically figure out what we're going to do at each of these levels, right? And one of the ways we're going to need to do that is we're going to need, of course, some stairs to get up there. Now, this was just a test, just to show you a bit of how high to go, right? And let's see if we're at the same height. Yes, we're about the same height there. But we're going to test it. How many of these is there? Let's see. There's 1. And there's 2. Let's go down a couple. And this one is 3, 4. Walk backwards. 5, 6, and 7. All right, so 7 of those is about the height of the ceiling. And again, don't worry about the understructure and how you hold it up. Build the whole thing up above and then work on the understructure, because literally it saves you hours. It saves you hours of your time. So be very aware of how long it's going to take to build. So we're going to move this way back. So there's 1. 2. Kismet, there aren't logos. They aren't logos. What aren't logos? What did I say, logos? Did I say logos? Kismet the Roast Master. There we go. The Kismet, the Ghost Kismet thing reminded me of a hologram from Star Wars. I know, Dragon Craze. I wish I had meant to do that. I wish I had meant to do that effect. I didn't mean to do it, but it's actually kind of a cool effect. So if I ever wanted to do it, I'd have to figure out how to do it, because I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did. I quit OBS. I shut off my stream. I relaunched OBS again, and then it worked just fine. I didn't change nothing. It's just something that got messed up in OBS. Now, the thing about these streaming programs, too, if you are getting frustrated, if you are a streamer, know this, that all of these streaming programs are like baby programs. They're just getting started. They're just working on them. The revision level of these programs are very low, right? If you think about it and compare it to something like Photoshop, which has been around for 25 years, right, or longer, right? That program has been innovating, and improving itself over and over all of this time. So these programs have that problem too. There are a lot of limitations, and I push it right to the edge. OBS begs for mercy for me. I'm recording 6 channels of audio right now. 6 channels of audio in 1080 HD while I'm streaming to you at the same time, and pushing all of that stuff through this machine, which I know, crazy. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Hi there, Gossip. Thank you. Hello, Gossip girls hanging out. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. That's it. That's what you got to say. They aren't Legos. They aren't Legos, not logos. They aren't Legos. What are not Legos? See, this is the problem with sleep apnea. Is that you have trouble. When you were young, you didn't have any... when you're young, you don't have any problem with that kind of... Or at least I didn't. I was very sharp. At least that's how I remember it. When I was young, but then, of course, as you get older, you have trouble. You have trouble. All right, let's keep going. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and snap this. I'm using the scroll wheel, by the way, on the mouse so that I can kind of scroll it up and attach it up there. All right, that's good. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call kind of a cascading stairwell or a switchback stairwell, depending on how you look at it. Now, I could use some of the construction kit. I can use a whole lot of stuff to do it, but I'm actually just going to go reverse. Reverse it this way. Like this. Take that out. Can we reach it? No, we gotta go this way. So notice how I'm working from the top down. Top down. Now, here's the thing. Don't rush. Don't rush when you're doing this. You know why? You know why I'm not gonna rush and get this done as quick as possible? Because I've done all of this stuff. I've earned this moment. I've earned this moment to take my time and do whatever I want in my mega build. I suggest you do the same. Don't let anybody say, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm going to just do what I want to do in my mega build. And I'm going to take my time. Because, again, this is taking a lot of resource gathering. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't do Insta stuff. Because I think when you do that, it actually steals away some of the fun. And also the reward of doing it. Now, I'm going to go up and around and all this. Now, of course, this is temporary scaffolding here. Temporary scaffolding up to the top here. And let's take a look at our view. Look at this. Oh, what a beautiful view. I could live here. I could live here. This is the stuff. Now, again, this is the roof. This is going to be the roof, which most likely where I have all my power armors and cool stuff like that. And maybe a helipad. We'll see. We'll see if the helipad works. So we're going to go ahead and take this ladder out, hopefully without not causing myself to fall. We're going to take this out. And we're going to say, okay, what do we want to put here? What do we want to put here for our vault? And again, we're going to be building a mega vault. And we need to decide what, of course, is going to be at this level. But we already know, if you know me, of course, my office is going to be at the top. I'm going to go ahead and put my overseer's office here. Now, notice the very cool thing here that it actually snaps to this piece. Now, I showed you earlier when we were building a vault in Vault 88 that a lot of the pieces do not snap together. They do not work together, and it's really aggravating. Really aggravating. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're simply going to rotate this around until we get it the way we want it. Of course, it's snapping, so we're going to just snap it. We're just going to snap it in there like that. All right? Because I know that's going to be my overseer's office. Now, we've got the first piece down, and we're working from the top down. So I'm going to do it very differently than most people do. They do it from the bottom up, and they'll build a whole structure and underneath, and it just takes way too long. Way too long. Build the stuff you want to build first and deal with all the under stuff later. But the reason why I did this is so that it will line up to the ground first, right? So I've kind of snapped it now, and I know it will line up and be well supported all the way down, especially when I want to build kind of cool towers like I'm doing now. Okay, so this first tower is basically going to be where my overseer's office is. And then also we can go ahead and, we can add another one over here if we want to. We can add it right next to it. Now, again, notice how it acts kind of funny. So you got a little scroll wheel it a little bit. Of course, maybe I want this. Maybe I want my overseer's window this way, right? Which way do I want my overseer's window? Probably toward the town, right? Toward the thing. Maybe I want it to go this way. Or maybe I want it to be nothing but overseer's windows. Wouldn't that be cool? I did that last time. I'm going to do it again this time, but in a different way. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some overseer windows. Kind of like portals on a ship. Bam. Like so. Now, another thing I'll do, too, is basically build me a ramp over there. Would be nice. And let's go ahead and actually let's work backwards. Let's work backwards. So we will go ahead and just use what I call scaffolding, right? Now, scaffolding is basically just like temporary things that you're going to use. So temporary stairs, temporary things like that. You might use yourself a nice wood floor. Try to snap it in there, which obviously it doesn't work. I don't know why, but it does snap on this side. If I can get it to go here. There we go. It does snap to this, but it's not snapping to that. But there we go. Now, of course, we got another gap there, so we got to watch out for that as well. Get ourselves a little one. Snap it there. And snap it there. Fill in this. Looking good. All right, now we build ourselves a temporary way to get up to our base, right? And now I want to kind of align it a bit better, though. I want to align it with that place over there. So I'm going to start building up here, and then I'm going to have to make my mega sorter, which is way back over there, work to end up over here, right? So again, you can start from the top and work your way down. You can start from the bottom, work your way up, and then take out the underpinnings and do all the other stuff. But I like to work forward and then backwards and then forward again. So I'll make stuff, then I'll take some of the stuff away, then I'll make some more stuff, and that's how you have to do it because some of the stuff does not fit together. It is just aggravating. Aggravating in the fact that it doesn't fit together. Now, these pieces are actually not what I want here right now, so I'm going to take those away. And what you want to do if you're starting your vault, and if you want to start your overseer's office like I am, is you actually want to use these ones like this. Because these ones are the more common ones that you're going to use in your office, right? In your overseer's office. Come on. Now, if you notice how I have to face it away, if it's close to it, it gets all weird, right? If it's really close to another object, it won't let you scroll. So you got to kind of look away, scroll a little bit, and you're good. And actually, I think that's really good. Wow, it's aiming straight at it. So there we go. And again, it's going to be floating. It's okay if it's floating to start. And now this, I'm going to go ahead and turn like this. Yeah! Look at that. Oh, look at that. With a Pridwin. With a Pridwin and stuff. See, this right here is that window. Is this window right here. See, look. That's what this is. I'm in my overseer's office. I know. It was a fun thing. I started doing it. And who else can make their video round, by the way, except for me? Not easy. Not easy. It takes a very advanced way to make that round, to make it happen. So there you go. There we go. That's a really cool idea. Dang, says Captain J-Boy. Exactly. Poor OBS overseer Kismet. More like overboss Kismet. There we go. That's right. Yes, I abuse poor OBS. But it does do 6 channels of audio. And I own a bunch of other programs too. I own Explorer. I got a lifetime to that. And then realized that it doesn't record all the audio channels that I need. Now, it has a really cool interface and a lot of that stuff. But if it doesn't do what I need, then it's not going to be useful. But of course, I have a lifetime. So as they add it in later, I might try it. I like their interface better. It's more of a modern interface, but OBS has the features that I need. And I don't, my job is to produce my stream, right? That's my job. I'm trying to be a streamer here. And I've got to use the tool that works for me. And it's just a tool. That's why I use PCs for gaming and I use Macs for graphics. Because, hey, it's just a tool to me, like a wrench, like a screwdriver. Use it as a tool, and then you can use all the tools. Use them all. Why just limit yourself? I don't understand why people limit themselves to certain styles of computers or certain types of electronics or whatever. If I want to use Android, I'll use Android. If I want to use Linux, I'll use Linux. If I want to use Windows or Mac or iOS or whatever, I will use it. I don't know why people limit themselves. I don't know. Maybe it's like brand loyalty. They're all like fanboy or whatever. Me, I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. I use what works best for me. And that might not be the same thing that works best for you. Maybe people don't do it because they don't know. I don't really get in that argument about this versus that and all of that stuff. That's a waste of my time. I got other things to do. I got other things to do, like mega build my office here. All right, so there we go. So as you can see here, I have made it about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 wide on that side, 3 on this side, on that side. And it is just literally floating up here right now. Floating up here right now. Now, this doorway is not going to remain here, by the way. So I've got to think about, okay, so I'm going to run, the most important thing is the fact that I'm going to run all of the stuff out of the workbench, and I'm going to need to be able to turn the workbench on from where I'm at, right? So I'm going to make it where it can't be damaged down there, or it can't be affected by people attacking my base, right? Now, if I could make that go straight up, and then, oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. I had possibly one of those moments. Lightning struck my brain. Hold on, we got to try something. We'll come back to that. It's just floating there. It's okay to float. Let it float there. Do the underpinnings later. Do the support stuff later. It saves you so much time. It really, really does. You only learn one thing in my stream. Please do that. Please do that while you're building. Do all the other stuff first. Okay, this is a vacuum hopper. What a vacuum hopper does is it pulls stuff out of a container, right? This is part of the contraptions workshop. And also, you'll see me use the wasteland workshop as well. But we're going to go ahead and store that in the workbench. And I just had an idea. Well, it's probably not going to work, but you know what? Until you try stuff, you never know. Until you really never know. Because I don't think these work I don't think they work as actual pullers of stuff. Yeah, I think it actually has to go in there to pull it. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Oh, right over here. So we're going to go here to the shack floor, to the conveyor belts. And then what we're going to do actually is go way over here to the miscellaneous. And this is where the vacuum hopper is, okay, under miscellaneous. Now, also here in conveyor belts, and way at the end, of course, is these things, which are the conveyor belt lift. Now, of course, this is how I'm going to lift it up, way up there to the top. But I don't think you can pull stuff directly out of the workbench with these conveyor lifts. I don't think so. But you know what? I've never tried. I'm going to try right now. I'm going to try right now. Because in theory, that shouldn't work. So yeah, it doesn't even have any power. There's no way to attach power for it to run by itself. Yeah, see, it's got to have another object in front of it for it to run power to it. So it can't run by itself. Well, it was good to test. Good to test. But what we're going to do is use a vacuum hopper right here to go ahead and pull stuff out of there. And again, we're going to have to probably work forward, line it up, and then probably dismantle it and work backwards to get it to work. So I want to pull it out of the workbench and run it way over there and end up probably a couple levels below me, because otherwise I'll have to listen to it working all the time. But run over there. And then we're going to have different levels of the vault. It's going to be a vertical vault. It's going to be straight up more in the middle of the base, right? Also, we're going to have, of course, some kill boxes around the outside, all sorts of cool stuff. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got a lot to get done. We got a lot to get done. How am I doing on my cut here? I'm doing good. Still got time. Still got time. Oh, I got a straw poll over my mod chat. Hold on. Got to get rid of that. See if they're trying to get me. All right, cool. Wow, a whole bunch of love dealt out to you guys. A whole bunch of love dealt out to you guys for retweeting and all of that. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Let's keep going. So again, notice I'm starting at the top. I'm not starting at the bottom. I'm starting at the top. We're going to get it going on. Now, I can go ahead and create different rooms here in the vault, which is what I'm going to do. Normally I just make one big room. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and do something different. Again, do stuff different every time. Do something different. Push yourself to create, like, different rooms. So the first thing I'm going to do is think about, okay, what is this room? What is this room going to be like right here? What is this kind of in part for? What is it for? Well, I think this would probably be kind of like where I sleep, right? Probably sleep on that side, work on this side, right? That's probably good. That's probably good. Now, again, I like lots and lots of overseer windows. They're just beautiful. I know what I can tell you. They are just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and make this side into my kind of work area. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pull back here. I'm going to go ahead and just make a curved one here. Now, I could do this, but what I really want to do is do this. So I have kind of a doorway there that can go out of that area. Right, so I can go through there that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a wall area here. That is going to be a window. So I can also just look that way, right? Maybe a couple windows there. And then this is going to be my doorway. Another doorway into this kind of main hallway that I'm going to create. And again, go like this. There we go. So there we go. We got the beginnings of a room already. There we go. Now, maybe I want that side to be kind of separate from this side here. This is more of a hallway here in the middle. But here's the problem. The problem is to make this into a hallway, you'll have to give up something. Probably this window, right? Probably have to give up that window because you're going to have to kind of make a wall here. And these do not have a wall, right? You can't do this and then have a wall in between there. There's no straight up and down wall, which I don't know why they didn't create. I don't know why they didn't create where you could just create a little sub wall. Like if you wanted this to be like this, right? And then you wanted to wall off the end of that, that would have been great. But they didn't. So we have to work around it. So say we want to go ahead and make this into this, and I want this main room to stay like this. Say we needed to make this. Got to take those middle rooms out. Again, this is going to float there. It's okay for now. It'll be fine. We'll go ahead and make this into another door here in the center. Again, you have a lot of limitations in what you can do. Right, there's the center there. And then we'll go ahead and put a corner in. Like so. And we need the close off corner. Now, it's always a little bit easier to go actually in the room when you're doing it. Oh, I'm doing nursery. Stop it. Stop it with the nursery. Now, sometimes that's going to happen. I do that quite often where I end up... Now, notice, see how this is not scrolling? There we go. Now it's scrolling. But when it gets close, it stops scrolling. So look behind you before you fall off. And then kind of move back, move forward, up, down, until it will snap eventually. If you know it's possible, then that's what you want to do. See? And I'm going to go out, back in again. And then see if I can get it to snap. Right now, if you're having trouble making it snap, get rid of something close to it. And then notice how it drops down much easier. Much easier to do there. Right? And again, don't fall to your death. Don't fall to your death. All right, we're looking good so far. And again, we'll go ahead and add another one over here. So feisty. So feisty. So I'm going to make this my workshop. Right? I got a couple things here. I can look out this way. I can look out that way. I've got some beautiful view. Same thing over here. We're going to go ahead and then turn this kind of into a corner here. Make sure I'm not going to fall off. And we got to kind of mess around with it there, right? See, it's not quite snapping. So we'll take this one out. Put that in there. And the overseer's window, actually, I find snaps a lot better than other ones. So you get pretty close. It's going to let me here. There we go. Again, move back, forward, turn your mouse a little bit at an angle until you get it going on. So there we go. So this is going to be a main hallway, and this will be kind of my workshop in there. And then over here, we can go ahead and build out something else. Now, this is probably going to be the bedroom, right? Over here. I think it'll be a good spot for it. Good spot for the bedroom. And again, using the kits together, I will show you how to make them all work together very, very well. And again, I probably want to put a window in there. Let's just do that. And then over here, we're going to actually use a doorway. Because we're going to, not that doorway, but this doorway. There we go. Try to snap that in there. She's so feisty. She's a feisty girl in her feisty world. Now I'm going to go ahead and make that into a doorway, but there's kind of a bit of a problem here, right? Bit of a problem. That's just kind of out there like that, right? And why did I put this doorway here? Well, eventually I want this to go into the bedroom. But again, add stuff, take it away, add stuff, take it away, etc. Now, probably what I want to do is switch this with this, right? Put that there. So I can kind of walk down the hallway and look right there. Then I want to take that, this one over here, and put it in here. Now, again, if I put the doorway in, it's going to be aiming the wrong direction. Now, if you want a doorway where you can walk out onto a balcony or something, let's do that. I like that idea. Let's make a balcony. I just thought of a cool idea. Now, again, just keep fuddling with it until you get it to work. Now, if you want to make a balcony, here's a little trick. You can actually use your concrete set, like so. And watch what happens. Nothing! Watch what happens when I do this. Nothing! But, watch when I do this. Using the atrium room. And I'm going to go ahead and take a doorway bottom, snap it here, like so. Then I'm going to take an atrium floor, and I'm going to snap it here. Cool, right? So you can do it that way. And you can also kind of make a little balcony here, like that. That's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. But what you can also do is once you're here, you can actually start to mix and match multiple building kits. Watch this. See that? Doesn't work, right? Again, watch closely. Doesn't work. But let's go again, back to here. And we're going to put an atrium floor down. Now we're going to go ahead and go back to the concrete kit. And we're going to try to put a concrete kit down on the thing, right? Try to put it on the floor. Still not working on the small one, but bingo. Bingo! Experiment with every single piece in all of the kits and try to make them work together. Now, watch this. That's building forward. Now I'm going to build backwards. You ready? Let's do it. Let's build backwards. We're going to take that atrium floor out. We're going to go ahead and put some small floors in there. We're going to just make them go like this. We're going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Put this here. Put that there. Put that here. Take that away. Take that away. Take that away. And voila, I now have the concrete kit right there. I now have the concrete kit along here. I'm going to build myself out a cool little balcony here. Let's do something cool. Let's do it like this. Like this. Like that. No, like this. Hold on, hold on. Let's try a different way. Let's do it rounded. Because rounded is cool. Let's do it rounded. Bam! Bam! Let's even get even more embellished on it. Let's go in there and let's do some railings for our dumb settlers who are going to fall to their death, right? You just know there's going to be those peeps. You just know they're going to be those peeps. Right? Oh, where are my railings at? Railings. Miscellaneous. Scaffolding. Oh, that's for scaffolding. Let me go back over here. Where's my stairs? Oh, right here. I couldn't see it. My eyes. Well, can't see it. There it was. Okay, watch this. Rounded pegs, right? Let's get them in there. Let's get them in there. Come on. I know you go in there. I know you go in there. They're not going in there. How come they're not going in there? Alpha God, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. The The reason why they're not going in there is because they actually go into the concrete walls. So, if you want to put the concrete walls there, like so, you're like, ah, Kismet, that's in the way, bro. That's in the way. That's above the thing. That's right. Got to take that out. Got to try to use your scroll wheel. Go ahead. Play with it. There. Bam. Now it's above there. Now we're working backwards from forwards. There we go. Now we've got the line, right? Now we got the line there. Now we can do it. Now, of course, it's going to create like a tunnel effect under there, but that's cool. I like that. I'll go back and I'll fix it up. But again, I'm just showing you here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of this right now because we got a whole bunch more to do, but there you go. There you go. Now you got a cool thing. You're like, bow before me, people. I am the greatest overseer that has ever won everything. There you go. So I just showed you how to use the concrete kit with the vault kit and work forward and backwards. And you now have the ultimate knowledge of how to put your vault together. That is the trick. The trick is take every piece and try to put it together until something works. That is the trick to using the vault-tec. That is the trick to matching multiple kits together. You have now learned it right here in the stream. If you like that, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see it right now. Who liked that? Who liked that ultimate knowledge there? There we go. Welcome to the Kismet Army. Thank you. Happy to be part of the army. Yeah, show Alpha God some love in the chat. Everybody, show him some love. All right. Now, again, we can let's just finish this up because I can't leave that undone. I can't leave it undone, but we're not gonna do too much. We'll just do a little bit. All right, so we'll go in here. We'll add another one. Again, I'm backing up a little bit. I'm moving my mouse a little bit. I'm using my scroll wheel to get it just so, right? And now we got it just right. We're gonna go ahead and put this in so we don't fall to our death. And again, we'll go over here. We'll use these kind of curve edges. 2 ultra cool, like that. That is the stuff. It just makes me want to put like a turret right here. Ha ha ha. Waste anybody who shows up. And then I can just come out here and watch them all get destroyed because they spawn right there. They spawn right there, and they also spawn on the other side. Oh, wait. They spawn over here. So if we wanted to watch them all die, then we could come out and just stand here and watch down out. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make those things just in the directions where they usually get killed. So I'm going to have to put one out this way. So if anything attacks, we can come out this way and we can watch them all get destroyed from the kill box. We can also watch over that way. So I'll probably put it out here. That's what I'll do. I'll put it right here at the end. I'll put it here. I have a balcony here, which we can watch them get destroyed from the kill box from that side. And then, because right in the middle, because they spawn on both sides. And then over here, we can just watch them all get annihilated from over here. I like it. See? Improvising, and when I'm talking to you guys, I just improvise something that I'd never done before. Never did that before, but I understand how the kits work, and I understand how they work, and just fooling around, you never know, right? And I had the idea of this whole entire top part, how I was going to make it work, and all the pieces and such, but you never know until you just try something, and that's cool. I think that's cool. Very, very fun. Very, very fun to do. And again, if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. You can very easily put my name is right there below the stream. Put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red, even attach itself to the top of my chat so I don't miss your comment or question. Feel free to throw it in there. Now, if I did miss it for any reason, throw it in there again. Good night, Crazy. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. Let's see, do I have any mods left? Did they all conk out? I think Sister Wolf is still there. Are you there, Sister Wolf? Let's see if she's still awake. Still awake. I'm wearing out my mods lately. I'm wearing out my mods lately because I am streaming so much. Normally they had it easy. They had it easy just I was like, 2 to 4 hours. But now I'm going 8 hours plus. Because, Twitch told me to step it up. They said, step it up, Kismet. And I'm like, all right, go. Challenge accepted, bro. Challenge accepted. I'm stepping it up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get in here and let's play some games. Now, what I'm going to do, of course, is go back in here into the Overseer's office, and I'm going to go ahead and simply just put this right here. Bingo. Now, why did I put the door here and not match it up the same exact as this and all of that? Because I don't like stuff to be exactly the same. I don't like stuff to be totally symmetrical. It's not like my favorite thing. It's very easy to do symmetrical, but I don't like it because it just is boring after a while. It's like, okay, make it one side, make it another side, make it another. It looks cool. It's cool to do symmetry, especially when you first start building, but try not to do symmetry all the time. Try to push yourself out of your comfort zone and make something cool that is not exactly symmetric. And you can just make it a little less symmetric, right? I mean, it still has a portal window there. Of course, it has the door there, which is different, but it's fairly the same, but still different. So there we go. And I actually don't like putting glass in here because the glass is not clear. I don't know why they didn't just make the glass totally clear. But that's just me. I mean, they could have made a version where it was dirty and then a version where it was clear, but they didn't. And it kind of irritates me a little bit. It irritates me a little bit because I got to look out these dirty windows. You know what? I can make a scaffolding out there and go out there and clean them. All right? Because now look what it changes my view into. It's like somebody's been pressing their face up against it or something. It's like my kids have been touching it. So I typically don't like them in there, but otherwise what you do is when it's raining and all that stuff, it does have an effect. So I'll go ahead and put them in just for funsies now, and I might pull them out later. We'll see. We'll see. And again, if you want it to properly build that it's contained inside, it'll actually reduce the noise also, I've found. Then you want to put in the proper windows. So let's put them in, get this going. The killbox viewing balcony. Very nice. Now I could actually back this up even more and just have just this part without that other part. I think I like that. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to back this up like this. I'm going to take this out. Then I'm going to go ahead and use concrete kit here, and I'm just going to make it just super simple. I like stuff that is simple. Like so. Take this out, take that out, take this out, take this, snap it back here. See if we can do it right up against the thing here. Back up. Again, watch out when you're really high up, when you're backing up, because that's how you fall to your death. Take that one out temporarily. I'm going to go ahead and put the wall in underneath. Now notice how I build and then take away and build and take away, because that's what you got to do. That's the more advanced building here in Fallout, is where you add stuff, you take it away, you add stuff, take it away, etc. Oh, it's being feisty. Being feisty. I'm going to go ahead and do that a little bit. So I get snap under there. Come on. Yep. Now, if I'm having trouble snapping it, again, I'll go back and just build out a little ramp. Like so. And then just so I can kind of see around it, we'll try it again. If I got to build out further, then I'll build out again. Now scroll out a little bit. Oh, I think it's this ramp. It's this thing right here is in the way. And then we'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit. We'll fool around with it. Rotate a little bit. Again, if it's not working, just build some more. Easy peasy. Give yourself a little distance from the object, like that. Give yourself a little distance from the object. This is actually messing with my vertigo, by the way, guys. Messing with my vertigo standing out here. And we're trying to get it to snap underneath there, but it just doesn't want to do it now. It's trying to snap the other way. Let's try this. Let's take this all away, like so. And then, let's go ahead and try it there. See if it'll snap under there. So what it's trying to do is snap up. And it's trying to do an inverse, which is kind of cool. You can do that, but it's not snapping underneath there, which is what I needed to do. Right? So, again, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. Try it again. We'll keep trying. Just keep at it. You'll find that right way. You'll find the way that makes it work. Just by experimenting. Yep, not going to work. Let's try a straight one. Let's try a straight one. Don't have to use the curved ones. You can use a straight one. This way. Wow, it's snapping weird. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was way too much effort. All right. So we do that. I'm going to actually take this out. Then I'm going to go try to put another straight one underneath here. This is snapping really weirdly because of the vault-tec probably being so close. Now, I could do this way easier if I was doing it from underneath. I'm going to back up a little bit. Why is that not snapping? There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got it to work finally. So notice how I took the curved ones out because it wasn't working because the angle of it was trying to snap to the building. So what I did is I did straight ones. Now you're like, well, Kismet, it's a straight one now. You wanted the rounded ones. It's okay. Once I have the straight ones in, then I can go ahead and put in a round one off the side of the straight one, which will match up to where I had before. If I can get it to go. Oh, there we go. You got to go in that way. Up. I know it's possible. That's the power that I have. I know it's possible for me to do it. I know it can be done. And once you know that it can be done, then you will get it done. Because I know it's possible. All right. Now we got a bit of a problem again because we don't have all of our... Oh, I shouldn't have took all that away. Do I still have a thing over here? I do. Okay, cool. And then we'll do the round one. Or we'll do a straight one first. Do a straight one. And then we'll do a round one. Now, I could actually set these down in there, by the way. I could set these down in the actual thing down here if I wanted to. So instead of it being elevated, like this. So it's kind of down further. So it's kind of like a step down, right? So we can do that so it's nice and flush. You can also make it above it if you want. I don't know. Let's do it flush and let's see how it looks. Let's do flush. And then the rounded. Again. I mean, you gotta work it. You gotta fuddle with it. Right? There we go. We did it.
I never really much cared for the minute.
And it's improved on what I did before.
Great, but you give small men big power, sometimes you'll pay for it.
Bam. There we go. Done. Awesome. Coolio. Now, also what you can do if you don't like these things here, you can giveth, and you can taketh away. You don't mind your stuff floating? There you go. There you go. Let it float. Right? Let it float. I don't like it. But we'll let it stay like that for right now. Stay right like that for right now. Because we got to do something else right now. We got to do something that's really important. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and make me a bed. Why am I going to make me a bed? Because we just did a whole bunch of stuff. We don't want to lose out on it. We don't want to lose out on all that stuff we just did. Look at it. Vault-tec rep is in my bed. He's in my bed. Darn Vault-tec rep. Make me make another bed. All right. Let's go ahead and sleep another 7 hours to go to the daytime so we can see what's going on. So there we go. There we go. Sister Wolf is asleep. I really enjoy your streams. How long have you been building in Fallout? Since day one. Since day one, since the Fallout, when Fallout 4 dropped. I've been, well, I'm the original Fallout 4 streamer, original Fallout Shelter streamer as well. I've been streaming since they dropped, and I've been playing all this time. I've literally, like, non-stop played Fallout 4 all of this time. I have 1,800 hours in the game. I only stream it, I only play it on the stream now. Because people get upset when I build stuff off stream, and they're like, Kismet, how did you do that? And I'm like, hold on, let me, I should be recording it when I'm doing it off thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it on the stream. So there we go. Look at that. Nice. Nice. See, going to keep me from falling off. Maybe. I might die. I might jump to my death. But hey, it still keeps me from falling off. Now again, if you don't like it floating, more power to you. Do whatever you got to do, right? Do whatever you got to do so it's not floating. And there's a bunch of things you can do. That round thing, and then of course you can take it back and attach it to the side of the building so it looks like it's actually a round thing. And then down below you could go in and actually build something in there. You can make something in there that attaches to the side. I love mixing and matching the kits wherever I can. All right, so we got the Overseer's office going on. And did we put the window in there? I don't think we put the windows in here. Okay, we got to put the windows in here. Put the windows in here. Let's do it. And again, if you only learn one thing, that would be the thing to learn. How to match the multiple kits together. I do have window art in there. My window became clear. Oh, it's because it was a storm. I never noticed that before. No, they're still dirty. That one's dirty. Why does this one seem clearer than it was before? I guess it was because of the storm. Because of the storm. How cool is that? Okay. Let's see. We can see down there. We can see what's going on in our settlements. We can look out here and watch people get annihilated by the kill box that way if we want. See, we can be in the safety of our actual overseer's office and look down and watch all the people get annihilated. Gonna be super fun. Super fun. Now again, I have this big area here. Now I really don't need this big of a bedroom, but it's just cool. And I don't need a big of this area for crafting, but it's still cool. Got myself a nice hallway here. Now, if you're really a purist, you could make this hallway wider so you don't see this blue area here and you don't have it open up. It's really up to you. Really up to you. Coda Blue, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Show some love in the chat, everybody. Show them some love. Dr. Mysterio says, I learn something new on your stream every time. Thank you so much, Dr. Mysterio. Yes. Kismet, why so much water purifiers? Because I'm making about 60,000 bottle caps every few days in game. That's why. That's how I make my money. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. That's right. This ain't no free ride. These people don't just sitting around doing nothing. I'm out there getting shot at. I'm out there killing super mutants. I'm out there getting crushed, falling off buildings, all sorts of stuff. Vertibirds blowing up left and right, right? I'm out there doing my job. The least they could be doing is farming some mute fruit and getting some purified water, right? That's the least they could be doing. So there you go. There you go. That's the least they could be doing. That's why I do that. Because that's the way I make money. Now, you can make a bunch of jet, do it that way. It makes me feel like a drug dealer. If I do that, I'm not into that. Or you can do it a whole bunch of different ways. 100 different ways to make it work. Right? To make a ton of cash in game. Or just go around and kill a bunch of stuff. That works too. All right, so we got these two rooms going. Now, what am I going to put out here? Well, this is going to be my special area. My special area for my special stuff, which I call the Vault Museum. Now, it's going to be stuff that I collect from all over the place. Not just here in the Wasteland, but also in Far Harbor, also in the Nuka world, and also from Automatron, or any vendor or any companion that I run across will end up in my museum here. And it's one of my favorite things to build because, you know, it's like an achievement room, right? It's like all your trophies and stuff you have on there. You maybe got an Oscar or two you got up on the mantle, right? For me, that's what this is. This is that room. The kind of Oscar room. Now, right here, I've got an Overseer mid, which I don't want. I want to go ahead and put in a doorway to kind of connect both of these. Now, again, watch how back far you can go because you don't want to fall off. And again, see, I take away, I add, I take away, add, take away, add, take away. I will work on all the understructure in a bit. And then we're going to go ahead and add another window on the other side of the window that we already have. Now, I'm going to do about this much, and then I'm going to show something that's going to be pretty obvious. Boom. Now, wait a minute. This is an Overseer's office, too. Now, if I wanted to, I could try something different, right? Like this is Overseer's window, whatnot. I could try a different thing. Let's try the quarters. Does that look like something like a museum? Let's see. Let's put that down. Probably not. Right? How about security? Just like a blue office. Whole thing in blue. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not my thing. Right? Let's try something else. Because again, you could use the room for whatever you want. You can do nursery. Right? Which is kind of cool. You can do clinic. Right? With the white floors. Right? Instead of the Overseer floors. You can make it into a cafeteria you want. I wouldn't really do that. Or just a kind of a little common area for you to do it in. Right? Maybe just have because they have different color floors, which is really cool. So you can go ahead and do that as well. For me, I'm the Overseer. It's got to be an Overseer area. It's got to be in my Overseer's office. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Overseer stuff. But again, you can mix and match those colors and all of that stuff together. So again, all I need to do is kind of follow what's going on already on the other side that I've already built. If I want to have the window there, then I obviously want to match the window up on the other side, like so I can see through there. So I can actually see into my office, right? And I can see through that other window on the other side. And that's what, if I'm in that office, then I can see through this way and see through the windows on this side, right? Now, this area is probably going to be the largest area in here. Titan, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate that love. Appreciate that love. Show him some love. Wasteland Tycoon. Exactly. Exactly. That was, I didn't come up with that idea. I didn't come up with that. One of my followers here in the stream did. And I think it's very fitting because that's how I play my game. That's how I play my settlements like they're a business. And business is good. Business is good right now. Very, very good.